Did you know that the more you have in this life, the more in this life you want? You know, without a doubt, the richest man of the ancient world was Israel's King Solomon. He had everything that money could buy and then some. He controlled large portions of the Middle East, built some of the ancient wonders of the world, and he is the only man that I know of that could support a family of some 700 wives and probably thousands of children. And yet at the end of his life, he wrote a book called Ecclesiastes. And in that book, he warns us why we should not spend our lives investing merely in earthly treasures. Listen to what he said in Ecclesiastes chapter 5 and verse 10. He said, "He who loves silver will not be satisfied with silver, nor he who loves abundance with increase. This also is vanity." In other words, the more we have, the more we want. And yet most people think if I only had a little more money, then my problems would be solved and I could live a happy and a contented life. But what people fail to realize is that money is not God's solution to every problem, nor does it satisfy the desire of man. Some time ago, Newsweek magazine ran an article entitled "The Affliction of Affluence." And it stated this, that the more money people have, the less satisfied they become. People end up spending all their time making money, and they have no time to spend the money they make. Soon, time becomes more valuable than money, and you cannot buy more time. And those who have the time to spend the money they make get dissatisfied with their purchases because they soon discover something better. Man becomes like that dog chasing its tail, and once he gets what he was going after, he realizes that it brings pain rather than pleasure. You see, if earthly treasures could bring a happy and a contented life, then Simon Cowell probably would be the happiest man on earth. We know him as an entrepreneur who brought us American Idol, Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, and made many, many people famous. At 50 years of age, he's classified the coolest man on the planet. He made the rich list many years in a row. Has an estimated net worth of some 120 million English pounds. In fact, he just finished renovating his mansion, which is just a stone's throw from Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, California. His home is so luxurious that it took 5 years to get every single detail right. And yet, in spite of all that Simon Cowell has accomplished and all that he has done and all the money that is worth, he said in an interview that he struggles with depression. He just struggles with finding happiness. And he's a discontented man. In a recent interview, he said, and I quote, "If I went to a psychiatrist, he said, it would be a long session. I have always thought that I have a number of issues that probably need dealing with because," he says, "I'm quite odd in some ways. I get very dark moods for no reason. I'm just a wandering asteroid without a home. I get to points in my life where I sometimes think, am I ever going to be happy? I'm like a human buffet table. Everyone comes and takes something from me, and at the end, there's nothing left." It was Jesus who warned in Luke 12 and verse 15, one's life does not consist in the abundance of things that he possesses. You see, earthly treasures will never satisfy. It's for that reason we need to be making heavenly investments. May the Spirit of God take the Word of God and bless you with it today.